Hi, 134 subscribers. Thanks for making it here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build and how to navigate inside an AI wiki for small business, or if you're an entrepreneur, you can build this thing yourself. Obviously, as always, I provide all the templates for free. Just go to the first link in the description, subscribe to my newsletter, and I'll share it with you. Okay, so this is basically the structure of the AI as it stands right now. Obviously, I'm gonna build and add new features. I think it's a really good thing. I'm actually probably gonna use it myself for my business to navigate inside all of the clients. It's not like we have a lot of clients. It's more like we have a lot of information about specific clients, since when we are building a specific solution, we usually, with each client, before we sign the contract, we have 3 to 4 meetings, and we obviously save all these meetings transcripts. So it's always good, when we have an AI that we can talk to, that knows everything about the thing. We can do that right now, and I can show you how we actually do it now. But since in future it will be able to connect to an email and to the actual CRM, which you'll see also now, it's going to be even better. Okay, so this is the structure. First, I want to mention, obviously, we are building, if you ever watched my channel before, we're building most of our text-based solutions on Voiceflow. This is an interface, basically. Okay, so this is how the structure of this wiki looks. So right now there are 3 main data sources: calendar, sorry, let me make it black. So there's calendar, meeting notes, and CRM. So for the calendar, we use cal.com. Obviously, it's connected to Google Calendar. If you know, this is just the alternative for Calendly. This is what we use. Basically, so we are connecting to cal.com through APIs. For the meeting notes, we have Fireflies AI. Fireflies connects to all the meetings in Zoom, save the transcripts, as you can see here, save the transcripts, save all the information, and we have it. So what I was also mentioning, they have Fred, and this is just the test account. I have another one where I have some tokens, and you can actually, purchase their tokens and talk to Fred. This is their AI about this meeting. Okay, so this is something what we do, but in our case, obviously, it's more helpful since it's able to talk to different sources, right? So we are also basically connecting Fireflies through API, and then we have the CRM. Right now, we have Airtable. I already mentioned in one of my actually first videos that I am in the process of transferring the CRM that we have. I'm building, like I was using Go High Level, then I was using a Pipedrive. So then, like currently, I'm in the process of building our own CRM inside Airtable. I mentioned it before. There's a video called like I'm building my own CRM on Airtable, so go watch it. Anyways, so all these 3 data sources, comes to the company wiki inside Voiceflow. So we have basically 3 API requests. We have more, but in general, you can kind of have 1 API request. Let's say, to simplify it, we have 1 API request to get all the meeting details. We have another one to get all the transcripts for all the meetings, and we have the CRM call to get all the clients, and then we filter through these resources. Obviously, when you have a lot of clients, a lot of meetings, it's not cost efficient to save all the information. So that's why there are multiple calls. Okay, so let me actually on the prototype show you how it looks, and then we can discuss it further. So we can chat with this thing pretty freely, how are you? Obviously, this is just a loop. Then when we ask something like, check my past meetings, it asks us what period do we want to check for. We can say last week, maybe. Then the problem is that obviously it will retrieve the specific dates from the last week, like Monday to Sunday, and then make the API call to call.com to receive how many meetings I had for this specific account, which is connected through the API. So we have 5, right? Then we can choose go back and or specific meeting. Again, there will be, like, in the actual use case, there will be a lot more different scenarios. So now when we ask that we want to get information about specific meeting, it actually is asking, okay, so what meeting? And here we can, like, maybe we, like, I don't always remember the exact names of the people who I talk to, or the, the full names of the companies, but I kind of have an idea, especially when we are talking not about the current clients, but about, like, the guys that we need to follow up with in general, right? So there are a lot of meetings since we are running cold emails, so you can imagine that there are a lot of guys who I talk to. Okay, so, and we can say something like, oh, let's do not sure. So as you can see, lowercase, it's not like a keyword. So this is the company, like, not sure, it's like the insurance company, but we can, like, make it in a free text. So let's see if it gets this information. So now it will try to find this first, the information with the transcripts, as well as it already found the information from the CRM. As I mentioned, this is just the test base that I built, and you can see there's a not sure company here, and this is the details. So these details already should be saved here. So if we ask already, like, it gave us the summary of the meeting, and we can say something like, what is the phone, what is their phone number. So now for is not the actual number, obviously, 416 416. So it's getting the information from here. Or we can say, what was the prototype cost? So now we can obviously, talk to the assistant about the meeting and about the company the same way as you would do with your employee or with your VA. Okay, so let's actually see on the back end how it looks. Let me reload again, guys. Please pay attention. You can get this template. Of course, there are, like, a few API calls, there are a few scripts, but I am not a coder. I have coders in my team, the 2 developer guys. They do all the coding. So this is just the template project, and for the template projects, I do everything myself. So, like, if you know how to use Claude right now, Claude is really good in supporting you with coding. It's not a problem. Just ask anything, copy paste all the errors. So this is the loop. It was asking greeting, providing the details, and saving the memory. So this is the custom memory to save all the responses from the, like, save all the questions and responses from the AI in the custom memory, so that AI can reference it further. Basically, this is just the classifying step, what was the context, so where we're asking about the upcoming meeting or past meeting. These are just some variables. So this is the API call. So let's say here it asks, so what was the period, right? So this is asking what was the period. Now this is the prompt to, from this period, to get the start and end date. Then we're making the API call with this, as you can see, start and end date. Then we are making an API call to Fireflies. And then we have basically all the bookings and all the transcripts from Fireflies. Then we are asking, like, just the summary. And then when we click the check specific meeting, we're asking, okay, sure. Then this is the context for this meeting, the API call to Fireflies again, to the Airtable, and basically it. If you want me to go into the details, let me know. Thanks for watching. Peace.